Why pay $160 for an Aeromotive pump when you could pay $45 for essentially the same thing? What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be working on the PQY fuel regulator. This one is the 6AN regulator, but we're going to be working on it because I need to change the spring that's in it. Because right here we have the 3 to 20 psi spring. Here we have the 45 to 70 psi spring. So maybe the 20 to 45 psi spring is in it. I don't have the slightest idea. But for LS swap, I need 58 psi. So let's get this taken apart. Number one, to change the spring. Number two, to see if it has any debris or metal shavings or whatever from the tooling. So first things first, we are going to remove the adjuster out of there. And then we are going to clamp this down. That way, when we remove the Allen head bolts, it does not, number one, spring apart everywhere. And number two, it has a least likely chance to pull the threads out of the body. As the pressure from the spring will try to pull the threads out. So just to be on the safe side, let's just C-clamp this. I couldn't find my plastic clamps, so C-clamping it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and take all these out, and then we can get that spring removed, and then we can also check out what it looks like inside. Because from all the videos that I've watched, it has been pieces of metal in the regulator, and you don't want that because of the diaphragm. Best case scenario, all those pieces of metal will go into the fuel tank, but worst case scenario, it will hit the diaphragm and rip the diaphragm, and then you will have other full pressure issues. Let's try to prevent that as much as possible and check it before we install it, as you should with almost any Chinese parts, because that's why they're cheaper. It's because, you know, those little finishing processes like that are kind of overlooked, and that's where normally on quality control is where they save a lot of their money. All right. All right, so inside the cap actually looks pretty good. I don't know what spring that is. We do have the diaphragm here. I'll try my best not to rip this, because what I'm looking for under the diaphragm is any tooling marks or pieces of metal from when they thread the outside. Because of course this is one piece of aluminum, so if they go too far, then it's going to hit the body inside. And actually, let me get a light so y'all can actually see. This is probably the best looking one that I've seen from all the videos. I mean, it's a little bit of metal in here, but nothing too bad at all. I mean, that actually looks the best that I've seen. Those videos were a couple of years old, so I mean, they're, that's a piece of metal. Where'd it go? Well, maybe it wasn't. I mean, inside of this looks really good. Like I said, and from what I've seen on the videos, this is an Aeromotive knockoff. Like, evidently, you actually can buy the Aeromotive rebuild kits and rebuild these PYQs. It's like a one-to-one Chinese replica. So we got the mystery spring out. And we are going to put the 45 to 70 in. Let's go and get this reinstalled. And this is the 45 to 70 PSI spring. Get that seated down in there. Get the diaphragm reinstalled. Like I said, everything looks good in here. I'm actually surprised because the videos I've seen online, it looked very terrible. Very terrible. All right. Get that diaphragm pushed down. Like I said, actually very surprised at how clean it was. And I figured it would have been way more spring pressure than that. But I guess with the bolt taken out, with the adjuster taken out, it's not that much spring pressure. On it. So pretty quick video here. The only other thing I need to figure out is if I can just put a rubber nipple over this, or if I need to get a block off screw and just block that off, because I'm not running a vacuum port to that. This is a boost regulator, like if you run a turbo or something like that. But number one, it's going to be NA, and number two, this is going to be mounted on the rear frame rail. Since it is a return style unit, it will return right to the tank off the frame rail by the gas tank. So yeah, definitely check your Chinese parts to make sure that they are good, because like I said earlier, they save most of their cost by kind of slacking on the QC. But the QC on this one looks really good. So, you know, why pay $160 for an Aeromotive pump when you could pay $45 for essentially the same thing that does not have their name on it? I'm sure the Aeromotive diaphragms are better, but I need to look up and see what the rebuild kit costs, because you probably could buy this and then buy Aeromotive's rebuild kit and have the exact same results as a Aeromotive unit. So we got the adjuster down in there, and then just my AM fittings, and that should pretty much wrap up the fuel system for the compressor. I think it was 4 videos if you consider the one where I tore down the original fuel module to extract the fuel pump. But yeah, that is the PYQ, and it has the 45 to 70 PSI spring in it. Next video, I will be installing the fuel system, and then after that, I will be sending the ECM off to get the vats removed, get the downstream O2 sensors deleted, and whatever other magic that they're going to do initially. So that way the car at that point should be turnkey ready. And then you got a bunch of other stuff you got to do to the car before it's actually road legal, or not even road legal, just ready to take a trip around the block for the maiden voyage. So yeah, like everything that you do, always remember, think, build, enjoy. I will have a link in the description below for this PYQ fuel pressure regulator. Peace.